5 coins to $5 million, top coins to get rich in September and October. Some of you guys might remember that back in the day, especially during ICO, we told you to get into cryptocurrencies like AVAX. We got it at around 50 cents, which it is currently trading at almost $50. That's like 100 times gain. The fact that our predictions were proved right helps you guys get a massive return on your investments. That's because we do deep research into altcoins and provide you with the best of our knowledge. Hey guys, glad to have you back. For today's video, we're going to look at 5 altcoins that we believe have the potential for huge breakout upwards at the end of September and October. With all the research that we have done, we will explain to you why these 5 altcoins should definitely be on your radar right now. But before diving into the video, if you love money and crypto, like the video and subscribe to the channel to watch more such videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we?
Want to win an iPhone 12, maybe a MacBook Pro? How about $500 cash? You decide. All you have to do is comment the secret hidden message somewhere in this video and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep affording these giveaways.
Talking about the overall crypto market, especially Bitcoin, we've got a $51,000 USD area of resistance that we somehow managed to break. Things are looking good, and the fact that we are bullish about it is going to pay off sooner or later. That said, let's look at all these altcoin gems. So the first coin we want to talk about is CELO. Now, what exactly is CELO, you may ask? CELO is a smart contract platform like Ethereum. It is EVM compatible, and you can use MetaMask to use it as well. However, it is also fully compliant with mobile. They use very unique and clever technology to essentially give you the ability to run a node from your phone. This allows people to be able to access the entirety of decentralized finance from their phone. Now, take a second to think about how massive that could be. DeFi in your hands. At the moment, pretty much all the DeFi usage is from people using computers, but CELO is the one that stands out, and you can access the entire world just from your phone. Another cool thing is that this will allow people from underdeveloped or poor countries to easily access DeFi. Talking about CELO as a whole, it definitely has the potential to become the next step for DeFi. Now, we can see that people have already started adopting it as their Velar wallet, which is available on the App Store and is fully working. It actually just recently raised $20 million from the top venture capitalists in crypto. We got Andreessen Horowitz, Polychain Capital, SV Angel, and many others. Not only that, a couple of months ago, Deutsche Telekom T-Mobile, which is the biggest telecom company in the entirety of Europe, essentially announced that they will be building on top of CELO, and they'll actually be building a mobile pay network. Moving on, we have Uniswap, UBE. Uniswap is the top decentralized exchange on CELO. It has almost $1 million in trading volume. The reason why we have Uniswap on the number 2 of our list is, if you guys remember that when Avalanche AVAX exploded, some altcoins on it went absolutely crazy. The top decentralized exchange on AVAX, called Joe, went up just about 200 times. So, by investing in the Avalanche system, you could have maximized your gains for that entire run-up. But keep in mind that this investment is quite risky if CELO explodes, so make sure you only invest in what you can afford to lose. Next up, we are going to talk about Vi Finance. ViFi is essentially aiming to be the leading decentralized finance protocol on the Cardano chain. Cardano is the 3rd largest coin in market capitalization that is still exploding. So when smart contracts do come out, we could see an absolute manic pump for everything. Now, let's take a look at what exactly ViFi does. By using ViFi on Cardano, people can do yield farming. They can also use their cryptocurrency as mining power. An amazing thing about ViFi is that they are fully transparent and they have their own governance system. Some other cool features they have includes this auto harvester, and the fact that they will be making it extremely user-friendly, meaning that people with no knowledge of crypto whatsoever can easily get the best yield from Cardano's ecosystem. ViFi is one of the first adapters of DeFi on the Cardano blockchain, and at the same time, they're one of the first bridges to ERC20 and Binance Smart Chain from Cardano. Talking about the team, it has been doxed, which means that the chances for it to be a scam are pretty low. we personally do prefer investing into projects that reveal their team, and that they are on display instead of having random anonymous people. Lastly, they do have a learning management system. This will essentially help new people who don't know anything about DeFi get into it. The auto harvester will also be built on top of something called the neural net AI, which will just find the best possible yields for farming on top of Cardano. So there's nothing stopping it from becoming one of the top DeFi platforms on Cardano. That said, let's move on to our next altcoin, which is Near Protocol Blockchain. Near is a coin that we have been thinking about for a very long time, but the ecosystem is now finally seeing some growth. They have got DEX running a couple of projects on it now, and along with that, a really interesting wallet. So let's talk about why we think that Near has the potential to be one of the largest smart contract platforms out there at the moment. Near, right off the bat, is probably one of the most scalable blockchain projects out there, and we are talking about the fact that Near can actually go head-to-head with Solana. Near theoretical can do 100,000 transactions per second, whereas Solana at the moment can do 50,000 transactions per second. Not only that, Near has extremely fast block times. The average block time is 1.1 seconds, which means that it has extremely fast finality. Near as a whole is a super scalable, super fast proof-of-chain blockchain that is Ethereum compatible. That means you can easily port over and copy-paste any apps on the Ethereum to the Near ecosystem. Now, to help with that process, they have created their own bridge from Ethereum to Near called the Rainbow Bridge. They are essentially trying to do what Avalanche has done, which is try to get all the Ethereum hype and ecosystem onto their platform. So guys, overall, Near is a super fast blockchain and is actually more scalable than Avalanche, because of which we believe that it has the potential to run. Near, just like Avalanche and all the other coins that we have talked about before, is also backed by the top names in DeFi. They are backed again by, once again, Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z. We got Electrical Capital, we got Coinbase Ventures, and many others. If this platform does grow, it might even get on Coinbase. So overall, it has got fantastic backing, and with all that it has to offer, it has great potential. Moving on to our last coin that we are going to talk about. This is one we have mentioned before so many times already, but with all that it has to offer, we got carried away again and again. But we still can't believe how under the radar this coin is. So our last coin for the day is Oasis Network. Oasis Network is a dedicated proof of blockchain that is super customizable. You can think about it as another Polkadot, but with a few more advantages. You can customize blockchains with the features that you want, so that is one of the main selling points that they do plan to offer. DeFi at the moment has a very big problem, which is that when you build on something like Ethereum, the entire blockchain is fully public. This means that people can just generally see what everyone is up to and what they're doing in DeFi. If you put your money into your finances to earn some yield, everybody is able to see what you put your money into and how much money you put in as well. If you make a transaction on Uniswap, everyone can see that, as well as they have bots on Uniswap who look out for people buying, and they buy right before them to push the price up so that they can make some profit. And this process is actually called doing arbitrage. And the fact is that all that is pretty annoying to deal with. Whereas Oasis Protocol is generally trying to be the next evolution in DeFi, and it adds that privacy feature. No one can now look at what you're up to and how much money you're putting in. This is one of the features that a lot of investors look for before investing. With Oasis Protocol, you can also tokenize data, which is another very important thing. For example, if you use Facebook, they essentially own all of your data. However, if you were to use apps on top of the Oasis protocol, you could own your data by tokenizing it and then do whatever you want to do with it. You could sell it to other people or whatever. Lastly, going over the platform structure, Oasis Paradigm Scaling has faster transaction speeds, high scalability, large workloads, and it does all this by separating execution from consensus. Another cool thing about Oasis is that they will actually have a Fortune 500 healthcare provider building on their platform, but also a Fortune 500 social media platform. The only Fortune 500 social media platform is Facebook, so it's expected that it is Facebook that will be building on the platform. That said, that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Tell us in the comments section what you want to see next. Thanks for watching. See you next time.